One of the things that's helped me drop the weight is the Mounjaro.
Whoopi Goldberg reveals she has been on a weight loss medication in the recent past.
So everybody thinks I took Ozempic. I did not take Ozempic. I don't know where that came from.
In 2025, Ozempic exploded in Hollywood, turning a diabetes med into the go-to for quick weight loss. Celebrities opened up about their bodies like never before, sharing wins and setbacks that had us all glued to the screen. From singers reclaiming their energy to actors facing harsh side effects, these stories show the real side of the trend. We've got 12 shocking transformations that made headlines, starting with some feel-good changes and building to the ones that raise questions. And by the end, you'll see a side of this medication that might make you think twice, especially the final tale of regret. Number 1. Oprah Winfrey's path to relief. Oprah Winfrey's weight loss journey has been public for decades, but 2025 brought a new chapter that felt like a breakthrough. She started using a GLP-1 medication like Ozempic in 2023 after struggling with pre-diabetes and high cholesterol. By 2025, she'd lost around 40 pounds, getting close to her goal of 160 pounds from a starting point of 211. The medication helped by silencing what she calls food noise, those non-stop thoughts about eating that made dieting so hard before. She paired it with daily hikes, running, and mindful meals, but admitted it was the tool that made maintenance possible without constant battles. What stood out was her honesty in a December 2025 interview where she described it as relief, like redemption, like a gift. She'd tried stopping for 12 months, only to regain 20 pounds despite strict routines, which showed her the medication's role in long-term management. No major side effects came up in her stories. She focused on how it calmed her mind and boosted her strength. Fans saw the change in her appearance, with a slimmer, more vibrant look that inspired many. Critics, though, worried it shifted the conversation away from body acceptance, especially since Oprah had championed that for years. Her transformation sparked online debates, with some praising the vulnerability and others questioning if it set unrealistic expectations for average people. Overall, it was a steady, thoughtful shift that highlighted health over hype. But if that sounds empowering, wait until you hear how a pop star used a similar approach to tackle post-pregnancy challenges in a way that changed her daily life. Number 2. Meghan Trainor's family-focused reset. Meghan Trainor, the artist behind body-positive anthems, shared her 2025 weight loss after her second child, losing over 60 pounds with Mounjaro, a medication similar to Ozempic. She started on the lowest dose alongside her husband, combining it with cutting gluten and dairy for gut health, plus strength training sessions. By mid-year, the results were clear in her tour photos and social posts, a slimmer frame that let her move more easily and feel great overall. The medication curbed her appetite, making it simpler to stick to whole foods without the old cravings that plagued her post-baby. The real talk came in her Instagram updates, where she admitted that she used science and support to help her after her second pregnancy, and she expressed how glad she is. It wasn't instant. She built it over months, focusing on family energy rather than looks. No significant side effects for her. She chose Mounjaro for its gentler profile after hearing about others' issues. Public response was split. Fans who remembered her curve-celebrating songs felt conflicted, but many applauded the transparency, seeing it as a realistic take on motherhood recovery. It led to discussions on how these meds fit into lifestyle changes, not replace them. Meghan's story showed the practical side, like having more stamina for her kids and shows. It's a solid example of balance, but nothing like the discipline an athlete brought to her own version of this trend. Number 3. Serena Williams' post-retirement glow. Serena Williams, the retired tennis powerhouse, turned to a GLP-1 medication called Roe in 2025 to drop 31 pounds following the birth of her second daughter in 2023. She had been dealing with postpartum weight that lingered even after stopping breastfeeding, which naturally shed 10 pounds. Hesitant at first due to the stigma around these medications, she dove into research and decided it fit her needs, especially as a tool to amplify her existing habits rather than a standalone fix. By August, her partnership with the telehealth company Ro went public, showcasing how the treatment helped her feel more active overall, with less joint pain that had built up from years of intense competition. The medication worked by curbing her appetite and reducing mental distractions around food, allowing her to prioritize balanced meals like lean proteins and veggies without constant second-guessing. She integrated it with solid core Pilates classes several times a week, which targeted core strength and the everyday chaos of parenting two young kids that kept her on her feet. Fans spotted the shift in her Instagram posts from summer events, where her outfits highlighted a more sculpted silhouette, sparking waves of supportive comments. This came after her retirement in 2022, when she shifted focus from pro-athlete demands to family and business ventures like her investment firm. Up next is an actor who tackled a multi-year health overhaul with one final assist from Ozempic. Number 4. Kathy Bates' 100-pound milestone. Kathy Bates completed her 100-pound weight loss in 2025, relying on Ozempic for the last 20 pounds after handling the first 80 through dedicated diet and exercise changes. Her journey kicked off 7 years earlier with a type 2 diabetes diagnosis that served as a wake-up call, prompting her to adopt intuitive eating habits focused on listening to her body's signals rather than strict calorie counting. This approach helped manage her blood sugar and also addressed lymphedema, a lingering issue from her 2017 breast cancer battle that involved a double mastectomy and lymph node removal. By September, as she promoted her role in the Matlock reboot, her slimmer, more agile appearance in press photos and red carpet events drew attention, with her crediting the medication for breaking through stubborn plateaus that had stalled her progress. She started with basics like cutting back on processed foods, incorporating more walking into her routine, and prioritizing sleep to support recovery. The Ozempic addition came later, under close medical supervision, to fine-tune her metabolism without derailing her hard-earned routines. No specific side effects surfaced in her discussions, but she highlighted the importance of regular check-ins to monitor things like bone density and nutrient levels, especially at age 77. Fans across generations responded enthusiastically, particularly those in their later years who saw her as proof that significant changes remain achievable with persistence. Social media threads filled with before and after comparisons, and health forums buzzed about her method as a balanced model amid the Ozempic craze. Critics pointed to industry pressures that might push stars toward quick fixes, yet Kathy pushed back by emphasizing that her transformation stemmed from comprehensive lifestyle shifts, not just the medication. It improved her mobility on set, reducing fatigue during long filming days, and even enhanced her wardrobe options for roles. Her story underscored the value of combining medical aids with personal effort in chronic condition management. But hold on, this steady achievement sets the stage for a comedian whose path involved more twists, including a medication switch after initial hurdles. Number 5. Amy Schumer's honest trial and error. Amy Schumer dealt with a challenging weight loss path in 2025, ultimately shedding 50 pounds on Mounjaro after Ozempic proved too harsh on her system. She first experimented with Ozempic around 2023, but the intense nausea and vomiting left her bedridden at times, draining her energy to the point where simple activities like chasing her young son became exhausting. This rough start overlapped with her 2024 diagnosis of Cushing's syndrome, a hormonal disorder caused by high cortisol levels that led to unwanted weight gain, a rounded face, and other symptoms stemming from a benign tumor on her pituitary gland. Switching to Mounjaro by late 2024 turned things around, as it better suited her body and helped regulate appetite without the same debilitating effects. The medication quieted constant hunger signals, allowing her to maintain portion control while recovering from Cushing's treatments, which included hormone therapy. By October 2025, she shared progress shots on social media, revealing a toned midsection and slimmer legs that reflected months of consistent use alongside light workouts like walking and yoga. This came after her public admissions about liposuction in 2022, tying into a broader narrative of using various tools for health rather than aesthetics alone. The shift also positively impacted her hormones, restoring her libido and overall vitality post-diagnosis. Public reactions were mixed applause for her openness about the ups and downs, with some debate on whether it encouraged over-reliance on such medications. Online discussions in parenting and health communities amplified her story, praising how it destigmatized seeking help for conditions like Cushing's. Amy's experience highlighted the need for personalization in these treatments, as what worked for one didn't for another, and it fueled wider Hollywood conversations on transparency. Her comedy specials and appearances showed renewed confidence, with the weight loss aiding her stamina on stage. But this candid navigation feels straightforward next to the singer, whose quiet evolution stirred up endless online guesses. Number 6. Christina Aguilera's rumor-filled change. Christina Aguilera's 2025 appearance sparked major attention. Side-by-side comparisons from performances, red carpet events, and casual paparazzi snaps showed a noticeably slimmer silhouette compared to previous years. Fans speculated heavily that a GLP-1 treatment like Ozempic played a role, although she never confirmed anything. Sources noted she was balancing the medication with a packed performance schedule, including rehearsals, recording sessions, and promotional appearances, which naturally kept her active. Nutrition also played a role. Sources mentioned a focus on high-protein meals, structured meal timing, and mindful eating that complemented any medical assistance she might have used. The buzz didn't just focus on weight loss. Rapid changes brought discussions about the so-called Ozempic face, with fans debating whether her hollowed cheeks were a side effect of the speed of transformation. Reports in lifestyle and entertainment outlets analyzed potential risks like sagging skin or nutrient depletion, though no official side effects were confirmed. Social media reactions were intense. Supporters celebrated her renewed confidence and stage-ready look, while critics expressed concern about unrealistic beauty expectations. Christina herself appeared focused on wellness and energy rather than the optics, posting glimpses of workouts and vocal practice routines. Her approach highlighted the balance many celebrities attempt between maintaining performance readiness and navigating public scrutiny. The speculation around her transformation kept fans engaged all year, driving conversations about privacy, body autonomy, and the intersection of modern medicine with entertainment culture. This transformation was less about shock and more about controlled reinvention, an ongoing conversation among fans and insiders alike. Number 7. Ariana Grande's scrutinized slimness. Ariana Grande's 2025 body transformation became one of the most talked-about celebrity moments of the year. Over several months, her figure appeared significantly slimmer, leading to widespread speculation about GLP-1 medications, though she never confirmed any usage. Fans and media compared older red carpet photos with recent appearances, noting a dramatic but measured shift in her frame. Her lifestyle was busy. Touring schedules, studio recording sessions, and personal health routines likely played a big role. She maintained Pilates, resistance training, and a mostly plant-forward diet, emphasizing balance even amid professional stress. The public reaction was intense. Social media users both celebrated her figure and expressed worry about the pressures that come with rapid transformations. Articles debated the ethics of commenting on celebrity bodies and raised concerns about disordered eating vibes tied to weight loss medications. Despite this, Ariana seemed focused on her own wellness, working with nutritionists and trainers, prioritizing energy and mental health alongside appearance. Her vulnerability during interviews showed the emotional toll of scrutiny. Fans empathized with the challenge of maintaining health while under constant observation. highlighting the hidden strain of life in the spotlight. The discussion around her body also fueled broader conversations about transparency, celebrity privacy, and the nuanced balance between self-care and public perception. While her transformation was dramatic, the underlying story centered on resilience, careful planning, and navigating attention without letting it dictate her choices. Number 8. Scott Disick's Gaunt Look. Scott Disick's 2025 journey caught public attention with a noticeably thinner appearance. Observant fans spotted Monjo boxes in his home, sparking speculation that he used the medication to accelerate weight loss. He lost significant weight quickly, and the visual impact, hollowed cheeks and angular features, prompted widespread concern. Friends and family reportedly encouraged him to slow down, emphasizing that rapid changes could strain his health and well-being. Scott adjusted accordingly, stepping back from intensive routines and shifting toward consistent movement, mindful eating, and moderation, rather than extreme approaches. The transformation also reflected lifestyle pressures. Between business ventures, reality TV filming, and parenting responsibilities, he struggled to balance rapid change with sustainable health. Social media coverage amplified concerns, with fans voicing both admiration for his discipline and worry over the visible toll. The situation highlighted the challenges of high-profile weight management, particularly the pressure to maintain appearances while juggling personal responsibilities. While he experienced noticeable physical change, the focus eventually moved toward moderation and sustainable habits. Experts noted that maintaining energy, hydration, and nutrient intake is critical when using GLP-1 therapies, and Scott's adjustments reflected these priorities. His story sparked conversations about the potential pitfalls of celebrity weight trends, the importance of family support, and knowing when a tool like Mounjaro might need to be paused or complemented with healthier routines. Number 9. Kelly Osbourne's outspoken support. Kelly Osbourne's 2025 spotlight wasn't on a new transformation, but she became a vocal defender of Ozempic and similar GLP-1 therapies. She had previously lost 80 pounds through surgery and maintained a slimmer figure after motherhood. Kelly emphasized the role of variety in approaches to weight management, supporting tools that complement lifestyle and exercise. She frequently addressed the public conversation, pushing back on critics and encouraging people to focus on personal health rather than judgment. Her consistent frame demonstrated that weight loss can be sustained over time with medical assistance, nutrition, and fitness. Kelly's openness sparked discussions on the stigma surrounding these medications, particularly in families where genetics and prior weight struggles add pressure. Public response was polarized. Some praised her honesty and advocacy, while others critiqued celebrity influence in promoting pharmacological solutions. Kelly's story intersected with family dynamics as well. Her support for modern methods contrasted with her mother's historic weight challenges, illustrating generational differences in handling health and wellness publicly. The coverage highlighted how tools like Ozempic can normalize options for maintaining health beyond conventional dieting. Her example also fueled conversations on body positivity, medical autonomy, and transparency, showing that celebrity endorsement can extend beyond personal achievement to shaping public understanding of modern health interventions. Number 10. Whoopi Goldberg's Health Boost. Whoopi Goldberg's 2025 health transformation was grounded in practical wellness goals rather than aesthetic changes. Using Mounjaro, she lowered her weight from around 300 pounds and improved her cholesterol levels to 140. Combining the medication with regular movement, balanced nutrition, and daily routines designed to sustain energy. She had been mindful of weight gain during COVID, and the therapy allowed her to address long-term health risks while maintaining her professional schedule on The View. The treatment worked gradually, letting her integrate habits that were sustainable: walking, moderate resistance training, and meal planning. She remained under medical supervision to track results and avoid side effects. Public reaction highlighted admiration for prioritizing health at a later age, sparking discussions about GLP-1 therapies as a tool for practical wellness rather than celebrity trendiness. Her approach demonstrated a combination of science and routine, showing that medications can serve as part of a broader, lifestyle-based strategy. Whoopi's transformation was a case study in methodical health management, emphasizing metabolic improvement, energy, and day-to-day functionality. Her story contributed to ongoing conversations about senior health, chronic disease management, and safe ways to use pharmacological aids for long-term benefits. Number 11. Rebel Wilson's ongoing balance. Rebel Wilson's transformation reflects a careful mix of medical support and lifestyle management. She initially used Ozempic to help manage PCOS and support fertility, which aided in controlling appetite and moderating food intake. Over time, she combined the treatment with regular exercise, including Pilates and functional training, while prioritizing protein-rich, nutrient-dense meals to maintain energy for work and travel. Her 5-stone, 7-pound loss became less about aesthetics and more about overall health and metabolic balance, and by the latter part of the year, she shifted away from the medication to focus on sustainable routines. Her approach highlighted the challenges of maintaining weight in the spotlight while juggling a demanding career. Public reaction was largely supportive, praising her transparency about how complex relationships with food can be and how medical interventions can complement, rather than replace, lifestyle changes. Fans and health commentators noted that Rebel's story offered a nuanced perspective on weight management, using modern tools responsibly, then transitioning to long-term strategies that prioritize body functionality, energy levels, and reproductive health. Number 12. Sharon Osbourne's regrettable overreach. Sharon Osbourne's experience with Ozempic became a cautionary story of rapid weight loss. In just 4 months, she lost 42 pounds, dropping to below 100 pounds, which led to visible sagging skin, pronounced wrinkles, and facial laxity, often associated with rapid reductions in fat stores. The pace of weight loss exceeded what her body could comfortably adjust to, affecting muscle tone and elasticity, particularly in her face and neck. The physical side effects were significant: difficulty eating, dehydration risks, constipation, and low energy levels. The rapid transformation also had psychological consequences, as the body's appearance and functionality were compromised, making recovery more complicated. Despite stopping the medication, regaining lost weight proved challenging, illustrating the lasting impact of aggressive medical interventions without gradual adjustments. Public discourse emphasized both caution and empathy, highlighting that while GLP-1 therapies can be effective, high doses and fast results carry genuine risks. Sharon's case served as a stark example of why careful medical supervision, personalized dosing, and slow, controlled approaches are crucial for safe, long-term outcomes. What are your thoughts about these transformations? Share with us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. For more interesting stories like this, be sure to click on the next video that pops up on your screen. You never know what you'll discover next.